First time I got on him, I was pretty certain at that point he's already the best horse I ever sat on.
Wow.
He just had to. It was really that quick. I mean, we worked him. If I remember correctly, his first work, we worked him against 2 3-year-olds of somebody else's because our 2-year-olds weren't ready yet. Tim's weren't ready to rock and roll with him yet. And he went 3/8. And the way he did it, he didn't drag me. He didn't try to run off. He was just there every step. So we went 3/8 to like 37, nothing real special. I just gave him a little kiss, just see what he had. This was his first work to see. He exploded.
Wow.
This one's different. This one's got gears that I've never seen, myself. I'm sure, the bigger jockeys at that time have, but at that time, that was the fastest turn of foot that I've ever seen, and that was his first work.
Wow.
We didn't get to start on him yet. So that's how much talent he had just to start off with. To be honest, when I walked in the barn before his work, he's one of those that just stood out to me. He was right next to the where we kept the tack. I had just come in that day. I don't even think Tim was there yet. Tim might have been right behind me. I just walked down to see the horse like I usually do, and I saw him. Walked right back down to Tim. He was at the other end of the office. Said, "Who's that one?" He says, "That's your new superstar." I thought he was joking, but he was a pretty horse. He was built very nice. Not huge, but everything fit him the way it was supposed to. First, I think that the one thing that horses have a hard time having is that mind. Be able to take the pressure. A lot of horses. I've been on plenty of horses in the morning that, they're superstars. They're like people. Some have the it factor, some don't. I've seen a lot of jockeys where I look and go, boy, he's going to the next level. And then you watch him go up there and go, nope, he's not. And that's the same thing with horses. When they get eyed up with that good horse, they change. And his brain, he would do whatever you wanted when you wanted. He was very intelligent, so you could turn him off whenever you wanted. You could break sharp, basically put him in neutral is what I call it, and that's basically his cruising gear. And then if I didn't screw up, there wasn't a horse that he couldn't pass whatever was in front of me. Now, if I hit too early, somebody might get me, but I know I can pass everything that's in front of me. That's a nice option to have. To be honest, that split second lasted a lot longer than it looked. When Ramon went left-handed, before he even took that right step out and switched leads, I yelled, "Oh no!" But he didn't even move yet. I just, for whatever reason, I've run with Ramon for years before that. That's how Ramon. Oh, it never bothered me. Ramon always rode like that. He never had an issue. But for some reason, when he started to pull left hand, I knew it was coming. I honestly thought that if I stayed tight to Alex, he would shield me from the other horses. That's the only chance I had because everybody was running at that point, and they were right behind us because we're getting ready to take the lead. And lucky enough, whether you want to say it was little Alex Scott or Alex, the horse, or whatever you want to say, he popped up underneath me. Today, if somebody asked me, they want to watch a race or something with me, I met people that had met me outside that were fans, talked about it, and they'll put it on. My hair still stands up, still get a little teary-eyed. What he really did until you have the whole picture. To me, he never, other than the Derby, that's the only one where he got tired on me. That's because I kept moving too many moves. I didn't use that one sustained power move of his. I tried to split it up, which was a bad move. But he felt the same in the Belmont. And to be honest, he trained the same way in the Belmont. I think I had the most confidence in him in the Preakness just because I rode that track for so long. I didn't think I could get beat in the Preakness unless something stupid happened, which almost did. Belmont was the same thing. I didn't think there was a horse in there that could come close to me. All I had to do, it was one of those things where I just had to remember where the poles were on that particular track because it's so much bigger. Where the 5/8 pole is at Belmont, that's our 3/8 pole. That's a big difference when you make it. The last two, the Preakness and the Belmont, I don't think I could drill it up a whole lot better than it was. They were both perfect trips. I broke good. The speed went in from the inside, dropped right to the rail, followed that all the way around. And then the Belmont, the Belmont was one of those where I had Giacomo in my sights, and I didn't want there to be any argument this time which one was the best horse. We wanted to Ford Bull, and we did. He was the best horse, best 3-year-old in the world at that point, and he should have been Triple Crown winner. I think we can come to an understanding at this point. He beat by double digits when they met again. It wasn't like these horses were close. It used to be, of course, his ability, his brain, but now it's how many people he touched. I mean, when I put that on Facebook, it was just, for me, maybe a couple fans, Chuck, Tim, and it blew up. I mean, everybody's commenting about him and this and that, and about, the Alex Lemonade stand, which he, didn't start, but he was one that helped build that because of what happened in the Preakness, what happened in Belmont. We wore all the Alex Lemonade stuff, so that helped get that kick started. So, although as smart as he was, and as fast he was, and as talented he was, I mean, I guess the most important thing is how many people he touched for an animal to be humanized like that, and he was. When you see that race and see him, you become a fan instant.